Shalom and welcome. We are the Hebrew Sisters. And we're here today to talk about a very important and very large topic. Our topic today is, who is God? That is a huge subject. And so in a short amount of time, we're going to just give some highlights to help people understand and recognize this God, this source, this person, this being, whoever it is that you refer to, and then also understand that there are many gods as well, and this is mentioned in Scripture. But first, if you're enjoying these videos, we would love for you to hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up. We also have some links listed below that you can click on and find some more information if you're enjoying these videos. We would love to be in contact with you. So, who is God? Now, one of the biggest things that comes up when we begin to ask this question is, because it's very personal, who is God to you? And straight up, I just want to say, He is whoever we allow Him to be. Based on our needs, based on the moment, based on our connection with Him. One of the things that I have found personally in my life about God is that He is always available, and that His actions, His kindness, His love in my life is accessible at any moment, no matter where, no matter what. Now, maybe religion has not given you a very clear view of who God is. Maybe religion has tainted that view and told you that God is this old man sitting on a throne who's angry all the time, watching to see whether you do right or wrong. Personally, I don't know a God like that, and I'm not interested in walking with a God like that. The God that I know is what I call the one true God. In other words, there's a name in Hebrew, El Elyon. He's the God above the gods. But I know this God to be kind, merciful, loving, patient, full of the best counsel, one that is nearer to me and closer to me than my closest friend, maybe even closer than my sister here. Right. You may not like the boxes that people have told you about. The most important aspect, I think, for everyone is you get to know God as you choose to know Him. And He is so kind and loves you so much that He will show up in the way you need Him to. I think, too, Yana, scripturally speaking, we recognize immediately. You can take the commandment in Exodus chapter 20. Have no other gods before my face. That's what it says. In other words, even Adonai, the one true source, the one true God, recognized there were other gods. That's right. By saying, have none of them before my face. In other words, let me be the main source. Let me be number one. And there are others, but let's not put those before His face. And I think one of the things that we have done in religious circles is we have put the one true God in a box. And we have identified Him to look with a certain set of criteria. And if He looks like this particular religious idea, then He fits into this box. But then if we're looking and He doesn't fit A, B, C, or that particular box, then, certain groups will identify, oh, that's not our God. That belongs to this group of people.
So true.
And we've put this almighty creator, the one who created the heavens and the earth, the one who delivered Israel from the hands of a Pharaoh, the one who came in and parted a Red Sea, the one who came into the room with the Hebrew children and delivered them from the fiery furnace, the one who showed up in a lion's den and kept the lion from attacking and eating Daniel in that place. We have put him in a box and said only if he looks like our religious criteria is he God. And I think that one of the things we have to explore in this day and this age is who really is God. Because if we limit him, then can he be the one who created the heavens and the earth, who
Yes.
and the heavens and the earth are now worshiping him. They're singing praise to him. And yet, if we don't recognize the stars in the heaven are giving praise to Adonai, then we limit his ability in who he is and what he can do in this season in our lives.
I think the bottom line is this. Every culture has their cultural ideas of who God is. Every environment has their concepts. We were raised, we get those from our lineage, from our parents and grandparents. I think in this day and era, we're understanding that God is not just up there, that he's here. And if we so choose, he can be right here inside of our hearts. We want to encourage you to reach out to this one true God and to ask him to help you define what your personal relationship with him will look like so that it becomes just yours, maybe outside of the confines of religious ideology. You know, he's far more than a Jewish God, a Christian God. He doesn't prefer one landmass over the other. He is God. And the most important thing of all things, he's not sitting there waiting to judge you. He's sitting there waiting to love you and to show you that his love endures forever. Great is his faithfulness, and he is a faithful God just for you.
There's a great scripture that goes along with that truly defines who Adonai is. And it says this, very simple: God is love. And then Paul even goes on and says in 1 Corinthians, he gives the definition to love, that it remembers no wrong. It doesn't keep track of this and that. It doesn't isn't angry. It isn't puffed up. And
it's patient.
Exactly.
It's kind. And Paul concludes that chapter by saying there are three great things that remain. Faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. And that's our heart's desire for you, that you will discover how deeply loved and valued you are by the one true God, the God whose name that we use and we call upon is Adonai. Well, I hope you're enjoying these teachings, and we're looking forward to sharing more with you and answering some of these wonderful and very important questions. We'll be seeing you next week. For now, we say shalom and shalom. We are the Hebrew Sisters.